Hey everybody, it's Andrew and Anthony. Welcome to another episode of In the Wild. Now let's just say we play a lot of video poker, and last night we were out and about in the wild playing video poker, and the question of double up came about.
It did. You raised the question, Andrew.
Yeah. Now, is it actually the worst bet in the casino?
You know what? It actually is not that bad of a question because it's a side bet. You know, it's something that they're sticking in front of your face, so you would expect, okay, this must be bad for me. The casino or the bar is giving me this bet. The reality is, it's actually one of the best bets you can make in a casino or a bar playing video poker.
Interesting. Okay. Well, why don't we take a look at the clip of what we actually did last night.
97.2.
All right.
That sounds good to me.
97.2 sounds healthy.
All right.
My question is, on some of these games, you get the opportunity to double up. And for me, if I'm just winning even money, I think it's worth it to go for a double up. What do you think about that?
Well, on these video poker games, the double up is one of the it's not one of the, it is probably the fairest bet you can make because the casino does not have an edge or the bar does not have an edge on you in a double up game. If you play the double up, you do it without giving up any kind of edge to the casino. If you like it, do it. If you don't like it, don't do it. It really doesn't matter. I kind of like the double up because it takes more time away from playing the other game that you're playing, which is probably negative expectations. So playing the double up is never wrong. It's a personal preference. It's what you want to do.
All right. So I think in this, and after hearing especially what you said, I'm going to take the double up.
Right.
It's a jack.
Yeah, that's not so good. You're not in a good spot. But look,
not in a good spot.
They're not doing everything's random. That jack could have been a deuce. That jack could have been an ace. It's all random. And again, there's no edge on this game for the bar or for the sponsor, the casino, whatever it is. You may lose this one. You're a big dog to lose this one, but there's nothing wrong with playing it. So
right.
Go ahead. Prove me wrong. Win this one.
One question I do have about the cards is that are all the cards? Does it matter which one I pick?
These cards they're there right now. I mean, the die is cast, as they say. So no matter what you do, you can't change anything. It's just a matter of your guess. This is a guessing game right now. There's no value in going, all the way to the right. There's no value in going, two off from the dealer's card. It's a complete random choice. You can't make a mistake here.
All right. I'm gonna go right in the middle. Let's see what we do. Ace.
Well, you picked the only winner you possibly could have got.
That's hilarious.
So you got something going on.
That's
nice draw.
Thanks.
Let me clarify what I was saying on the video. This is a game simply the highest card wins. The dealer gets a card. If your card is higher, you win. If your card is lower, you lose. If the cards tie, you play again. Now, if this game were to have an edge for the casino, a tie would be taken by the dealer or the house. But that's not what happens in most of these games. You could run into a game like that where they take ties, don't play that game. But almost all of them, you either replay ties or you can even stop playing altogether. So that's where it comes as being a fair game. There's no edge for anybody, simply high card wins.
So it's kind of like war.
It's exactly. It's just like war. You're playing war against the dealer right there. Now, here's what's really great about this. This is what makes this such a good bet. Not the fact that it's a fair game, which you almost never find in a casino. Some people will bring up the odds bet and craps. That's another. And there are some other possibilities of things like that to happen. But mostly when you're playing the double down, you're playing a game that the base game, the game we're playing, in this case, we're playing a bonus poker game, 6-5, is a negative expectation game, which means that as you play it, every hand you play, you're losing money. So when you stop to play the double up, you're playing a fair game. You're not losing money. You're taking time, you're spending money, or you're playing money into a game that you're going to break even in the long run, not a game you're going to lose. So every time you play the double up, you're taking away from that negative expectation and you're helping your cause.
And hopefully you're having a beer and maybe you're actually taking a little bit of time to play that game.
Yeah, well, that's the whole thing. That's why we play video poker to begin with. Usually we play a negative expectation game to get a couple of beers. But in this case, with the double up, it's just a matter of you can't be wrong by playing it because it's a better game than you started with.
I won't double up if it's over a 3 of a kind. Some 3 of a kinds I'll double up, but if it's over a 3 of a kind, I won't do it.
Most people play it that way. Most who do double up, their idea for doubling, their justification is that, okay, I've got a small win, so I want to make more, and if I lose it, it doesn't matter that much. Again, it goes back to the fact that this is a fair and random game, that even if you were to double a royal, you're kind of not doing anything wrong. You're accepting what's called variance, which is risk. Now, you can have a really great night and double that royal, or you can feel real bad going home. So it really comes up to your risk tolerance, whether or not you double, a small win or a big win.
Okay, now, Anthony, let's get real. Do you play the double up when you're playing video poker?
I play it from time to time. I'll tell you what, you wouldn't play a double up if you're playing a game, let's say it's a progressive that's gone over the break-even point, something we'll talk about in the future. You wouldn't play the double up then because you're taking away from your positive expectation. But because I'm taking away from a negative game, I do play from time to time. But I play it a certain way. I play it with a sort of a system, if you want to call it that. It doesn't help me win. It just randomizes the times that I will actually do it. It was taught to me by a friend, and I think it's pretty cool.
Well, Anthony, I really look forward to hearing more about this system in a future video.
All right, will do. And those of you watching, make sure to give us your comments. Do you double up? How often? Let us know how you do it.
All right. We'll see you on the next In the Wild.